What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, and I am back. Finally, it's been a while. The last time I made a video was around the end of the Battlefield Hardline beta, so it's been a couple of months since I've put out a video, and I do apologize for that, but I kind of don't at the same time because I've had the opportunity to work on a couple of other things that I've wanted to, but now the time has come for me to make some videos on the Iceman Oz channel to get things crack-a-lackin', so to speak. So it's been a while, like I said. Battlefield 4 has had some progress, so things have been going along pretty nicely. I have had the chance to play Battlefield Hardline, and that's really what I want to talk about in today's video. I wanted to cover what Hardline is, whether it has been a success or a failure, and if it will be a failure or a success in the future. So that's what we're going to go over today. Now, to start off with real quick, I just want to say that really the main reason I haven't uploaded is because of Hardline and its commercial failure, if you think about it, in a sense that it really doesn't get a lot of people playing the game. If there aren't many people playing the game, there's no point for me to upload videos, you know what I'm saying? And seeing as I had such a rough time with Battlefield 4 where I just really don't want to play the game, it's kind of tough for me, in between a rock and a hard place. So a lot of my time gaming recently has been spent playing other games, for example Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Hearthstone, games like this. So you might see games like this in the future, we'll see. I have played Battlefield 4 recently, like a couple of days ago, and I did have a good time with it. So they have made some progress with that game, and it might be very well possible that I might cover that game again. We'll have to wait and see. And it has been getting more and more popular, so I think it's worth making videos on. And that's what it really comes down to. If the game's popular, so people will watch my videos, and then I enjoy playing the game itself, everybody's happy. So that's pretty much that. So without rambling, let's get into the actual topic of today's video, and that is whether Hardline has been a success or not. Commercially, I would say probably no up to this point. I think it's pretty obvious when you see double the people playing Battlefield 4 to Hardline, and considering Battlefield 4 has been out a lot longer than Hardline. Hardline's only been out for a couple of months, so that kind of sucks. But gameplay-wise, I'm actually a big fan of Hardline. Not as much as like a Battlefield 3, but I do like the gameplay. People have been having issues with the netcode. That is not an issue for me. I have had pretty good connections, and apparently what they've done in terms of the netcode is they've taken the exact same netcode out of a Battlefield 4, out of one of the previous patches, and implemented it into Hardline. So that's quite interesting, although I question that because in Battlefield 4, I rarely ever had a good connection like I have in Hardline. So I don't know where they got that from, and I do question that statement. I also like that the game is really based on infantry style gameplay. They've taken out a lot of the armor. They've taken out jets altogether. I mean, that's just completely gone. Helis are still in the game, but they are less annoying than what they were in Battlefield 4. And what I mean by that is, when you are the infantry and you're getting shot down by helis every time you get out of spawn or on an objective, that's not fun, okay? It's fun for the heli pilot or the jet pilot, but for you running on the ground just trying to shoot some people, it's not a great time, and it can be very frustrating. And I can see why they did take the jets out, and I think it was a really good gameplay decision on them to do that, and that's why I'm such a big fan of Hardline all the way through the beta to the current setting of the game, is they really had an infantry base in mind. And if you guys know me, I'm a huge fan of infantry style gameplay, so that was really cool. In terms of game modes, by far the best mode is Blood Money. I feel like these maps were designed for Blood Money. I do have a bit of a problem with Heist. I just don't like the map flow of Heist. I feel like it's really stagnant. It really does have problems. TDM is absolutely disastrous. Let's get that out of the way. The spawns are absolutely awful. And again, if you've seen my channel, you'll know that TDM is my favorite mode. Anyone who's ever played with me before knows that I love to play TDM, and that's my thing. I did it in Battlefield 3, I did Squad Deathmatch, so that's really my thing, but they've completely ruined it in Hardline, so that kind of sucks. But they've got a good replacement. Blood Money, I'm a big fan of. Conquest is pretty good. Conquest Large, 64 players, is a lot of fun, a lot of hectic stuff going on. The armored truck is really fun to use when you got a guy repairing you and really just going ham on infantry. That's a lot of fun because there's not too many counters. One of the counters, though, is the RPG. Now, this is a huge problem. If someone can get into a car, pull out an RPG, and blow up literally anything on the map, that's a problem. The way they've implemented the RPGs in this game, I would say, is absolutely disastrous. Again, it's a thing. If you can't balance it right, do not put it in the game. I feel like they put the RPGs in for the sake of putting RPGs in. I don't think that's a good thing to do. That is a poor gameplay balance decision, and I hope they fix that in the future. And I think a lot more people will play the game if they don't have these RPGs just blowing up absolutely everything. I think it's a very frustrating thing to play against. So to sum it up, I think the gameplay is a success, more so than Battlefield 4, definitely compared to Battlefield 4's release. Battlefield Hardline has had a much better release than Battlefield 4's in terms of the core gameplay. I'm a huge fan of that, so that was good. A problem that I have been having, though, is connecting to servers. Because there aren't that many people playing the game, I connect to a server that's in the US and they'll kick me for high ping. Because there aren't enough Australian servers, in fact there aren't any most of the time, I have to connect to US servers, European servers, and they'll kick me for high ping. This is a huge problem. And for people in smaller countries like Australia, in parts of Africa, in Antarctica, I mean, who are playing there? The polar bears and the penguins. I mean, how the hell are they going to mash their keyboards? Anyway, nevertheless, you know, it's a problem for us because we're going to get kicked for high ping. You get warning 1, you've got too high of a ping. Warning 2, you've got too high a ping. Third warning, you're kicked. And it's like 60% of the time this happens where I can't actually play the game because it kicks me for high ping. Either you have to change it where the admins can't do this to you on PC, or you're gonna have to have more people playing the game. You know, I don't know how it's gonna work. You can't have it to where if you want to play the game with your friends and you just get kicked repeatedly. And if there's 5 servers on the game, you get kicked from 4 of them. Server 5 has like 2 people out of 64. I mean, you literally can't play the game. It's literally unplayable. Like, I literally can't play the game. So, it's just so frustrating. It frustrates me even thinking about it, but when I can get in the game, it's fun. It's just getting in the game. So there it is. That's a quick summary. Well, the quickest summary I could give of what I think about Battlefield Hardline. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll be sure to cover it in another video. Also, tell me what you guys think about Battlefield Hardline. Is it a success? Is it a failure? Tell me what you think in the comments section below. But that's pretty much it from me, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.